then let's pick up with night shift. Oh, hello, Jade. Welcome to the stream. I just love long loading screens. Oh, my neck. That hurt. Oh, there we go. Perfect. What were we doing? Oh dear God. There we go. Missing ingredients. We need a unit of sodium hypochlorite. How do I get all that stuff? So assemble it all at the desk. But we ain't got that shit, you know? Yeah. I don't have anything like that. Oh, they wanted it here.
Strickland's project could be dangerous. I have a mind to report him to Dr. Ackroyd.
I think I will report him to Dr. Ackroyd. Oh dear God, what the hell was that? Game. Oh, we still having issues. Alright, where's Ackroyd? I'm actually going to report him. Strickland, that is. There's Elwood. Haywood. Up there they all are. Jesus Christ. They'll be over here. Strickland, there's Ackroyd.
Blundering idiot.
I'm quite busy right now, Dr. Reed.
I know that you're a busy man, but I could use your help and advice.
The great Dr. Reed honors me with a request. What is it exactly?
Dr. Strickland devised an experimental drug for the Spanish flu that he asked me to manufacture.
You know what I think of fringe medical experimentation?
That's exactly why I want you to keep the result, Doctor. I made sure it won't harm anyone, but I'd like you to take care of it.
I see. Put it in my cabinet. I'll give you the key. I'll make sure no one uses this medication by mistake.
I'll do that. Thank you for your help, Dr. Ackroyd.
Thank you for your trust on the matter, Dr. Reed.
Do you think Dr. Strickland has any chance of curing the Spanish flu by himself?
His wish to cure the sick is not driven by pride, but by an idealistic view about our mission here. Honestly, I don't know which is worse.
You consider him a good practitioner, yet you will not report his methods.
Strickland may be a rival, but I will not use dirty tricks or regulations to prove him wrong. We are doctors, not politicians.
Wow, that's nice to know about him. Wow.
Thank you for your time.
Which means he actually values Strickland's methods. He just disapproves of them. Alright. Oh, it's over here. Now I can go through his office.
It's locked, all right.
It's locked.
Now that Dr. Ackroyd has been warned, he should make good use of this formula. It's locked, all right.
Oh. M. Goswick's medical file. extreme fatigue. But no sign of the fluid refuses to speak. A hint about Mortimer. He's not infected. Very interesting. Headed to Dr. Swansney. Dodged a bullet, yada yada yada. Oh. Gwyneth. Bad Gwyneth. Okay, we're not. Let's go talk to both Mortimer and our good old buddy nurse Brannigan, wherever the fuck she is. Right? It's Pippa. Swear to God I saw Brannigan. Dorothy Crane. There's Mortimer. Let's go talk to Mortimer.
Good evening, Doctor.
I wasn't trying to talk to you, bitch. I was trying to talk to him.
Good evening, Mr. Gosper.
I'm okay.
I'm okay.
Your medical report says you're not affected by the Spanish flu. What do you think of that, Mortimer?
Does it make me happy? Not in the slightest. If it was up to me, I would have left this place long ago. I know I don't belong here.
And why do you think you don't belong here?
I know the staff have more important things to do than look after me. There's plenty of patients here who need their attention.
I have to go.
I'm all right. Don't waste your time with me.
Good evening.
Okay.
I've read your son's medical report, Beatrice. It's not the flu or anything life-threatening. What has you so worried?
He was at death's door when he was brought here. I just want him to be better as soon as possible.
He's not out of the woods yet, you know.
He is
He
a
might want
vampire.
to stay here longer than expected.
Take care of him then, Dr. Reed.
Super big vamp.
People here only seem to focus on contagious patients. I worry my poor Mortimer will be neglected.
Woman, your son is not sick. He's not anything. You're just a bitch. Woman, I swear. No.
Goodbye, Miss.
Goodbye, Miss Goswick. I don't want to talk to you yet. This is Milton. Oh, I don't want Pippa. I want the other female doc. Brannigan, there you are.
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening.
Good evening, Doctor.
According to the report I read, your unprofessional conduct put a patient in danger, Gwyneth.
That's not true. I know when my patient's life is at risk.
I
and I'm
mean,
more competent
if you
than
had
a lot of
multiple
doctors that
screens,
I
you could
know.
do that.
Problem is, I'm a woman.
I don't see what your gender has to do with your abilities, Nurse.
Yes, nurse. Because I'll never be a doctor, no matter what my skills. I could make a decision that could save a life, but oh no, that's unbecoming conduct.
Have you heard of Elizabeth Blackwell? She was the first woman listed on the UK Medical Register. Change is slow, but it will come. And you will always have my support.
To have the right to study shouldn't be determined by sex, skin, or wealth. That's all I'm saying.
Well, of course not.
Goodbye.
But a damn woman. Alright. Alright, now let's actually do the main story mission that I've been neglecting for the last couple days.
What a blundering idiot.
There you go, lady.
Finally, you've returned, Doctor. Did you find anything of value?
Nope.
Yes, Nurse.
You've worked your first miracle, Doctor. Now, this patient here needs immediate treatment.
Duty calls. When the storm has passed, I'll show you how to mix the remedy yourself with the same basic ingredients.
Many thanks, Doctor. When you've finished, you ought to report to Dr. Swansea in his office. He's been looking for you. Seemed pressing.
Okay. diseases, decrease the blood quality. Oh, I see.
I will not let you down, my boy.
Talk to Edgar. Choose wisely. I ain't sucking no blood.
Please, Jonathan, come in. Fascinating, is it not? In the last decade, so many mysteries have been brought to light with our microscopes. The human body. Biology is
you know
the
those,
ultimate frontier.
Those
The more we explore its boundaries, the less
avatars
we're able to trace a
can wear
clear
a
line
hat
between
or
life
mask.
and death.
Some of them can wear hats and masks, and that is one of them.
You, my friend, have a foot in both countries. The view must be vertiginous.
It's at least as vertiginous as chatting about vampires with you, I would say.
This must be all so new to you. This area of town, the hospital, a brand new life. How stimulating it must be.
I wish I could share your enthusiasm, Dr. Swansea. But my condition defies scientific categorization. Undead? Unalive? Immortality defies logic.
I cannot express my thrill at this serendipitous turn of events. The world's most eminent specialist in blood transfusions, a vampire. One might say a gift from heaven.
Oh, I see. From a distance, it just looked like it blended in.
There is an absurd poetry to my situation. Physician, heal thyself.
Forgive me. I've been an admirer of your work for a long time, and now you are so much more than a brilliant physician. And please, call me Edgar.
I'm not some doe-eyed student, Edgar. I understand we both have something to gain from this relationship.
Very well. I have a task for you, Jonathan. Something that will require all your newfound skills.
Please, go on.
The Pembroke only survives through the generosity of our benefactors. Unfortunately, our main donor has found herself in a bit of a bind. Now, if you could help her out...
A spokesman or politician is what you need. That's not my calling. And until I come to understand what has happened to me, I require discretion.
What game
Discretion
is
is in order, Jonathan. Lady Ashbury has recently received rather indelicate correspondence that, if revealed, would jeopardize her position.
And you would like me to eradicate this threat?
Planetary annihilation.
By the
I
stone,
don't know
of course
it. What
not.
is it?
I would just like you to pay her a visit. Her ladyship is certainly near the tents outside, tending the sick. You can't miss her. Look for someone impossibly delicate.
Macro.
Accepted.
RTS game.
I'll see what kind of trouble Lady Ashbury is in.
Whose definition of stretching an entire galaxy? Okay, so who's this Ashbury lady? Mortimer.
The flu took my dear wife, Emily. I take comfort knowing we'll soon be together again.
Mr. Rainfield, that's no way to talk. You're in good hands here, and we'll be up again soon enough. Now do me a kindness and get some sleep. I'll be back round later.
Your words are kind, the blessings of an angel. You're the sweet, sweet Lady of Mercy.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. It's a pleasure to see you again. You seem surprised. Dr. Swansea has brought me up to speed concerning your recent appointment to Pembroke Hospital.
You're a
Interesting.
the lady who saved me that night, before vanishing into thin air. I remember you from the pub with Dr. Swansea.
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself formally this time. My name is Lady Ashbury. I remember you well, in spite of the brevity of our encounter.
Apologies. You've taken me by surprise. I'm very happy to see you.
The pleasure is mine, Doctor.
I hope you're more disposed to answer my questions now.
You must have countless questions, but our rather urgent matter first. Swansea has explained. My cover, if you prefer, has been compromised.
Pardon my boldness, Your Ladyship, but I have questions concerning this condition we share.
As a newborn, your hunger for answers is rivaled only by your thirst for
Nice.
blood. But
That's
the
kinda cool.
questions need wait.
I'm a scientist. My trade is in the deciphering of mysteries, and I need information.
I love the
to
idea
feed
of being
my
able to
mind.
just pour troops through something.
I will gladly answer every question you have, but first, prove yourself capable of resolving my predicament without eating the culprit.
Have any of the patients given you trouble?
These poor souls have so little left to live for. I do my best.
I feel like
to
I've
ease their
heard
pain.
that game, but I can't call up anything.
The world would be a better place if it were cared for by women like you.
You make me blush. I am simply a necessary evil.
Necessary evil.
Dr. Swansea has commissioned me to be your agent in this matter. You could start by explaining what's amiss.
These past insufferable weeks, I've been the victim of extortion. I've made a first payment, but the blackmailer grows greedy. I must refuse his most recent demands.
If we're dealing with an ordinary criminal, surely you've the means to deal with it yourself, if I may.
As immortal tradition doth dictate, all fangs and hypnotic eyes ablaze, the blood would run like a river. That's what I hope to avoid. Violence has a tendency to spiral out of control.
Who would be so foolish as to threaten you? A kindred spirit.
Even if it were the case, and I highly doubt it, a vampire would have asked for something more valuable than money. My suspicions lean toward a patient or their family.
What are your expectations? Please be precise.
As the newly appointed surgeon of this hospital, you are in an excellent position to ask innocent questions and deftly learn the identity of my blackmailer.
Please continue. Every detail is essential. I'm your man.
My embarrassment in this matter is eclipsed only by my shame at having put the hospital at risk.
I heard somebody just
The
fart.
threat from our anonymous scoundrel is clear. A list of dates. My visits coinciding with the dates of suspicious patient deaths due to massive blood loss.
I'll take care of it. Do
Yeah.
you know where I should start?
If that was the case, I'd settle the matter myself. You could talk to our local gossip, Harriet Jones. Not a pin drops here without her hearing about it.
The gas
I'll
mask
meet that
does
woman
fix it.
now.
My life, as others know, is in your hands, Dr. Reed. I'm sure of your discretion, but I do fear your powers of persuasion will be put to the test. When this is resolved, I'll be your obligé. I'll answer all questions in regards of your condition.
Now we gotta find someone in Imperium. No, she's specifically right here, eh? Oh my Jesus, what? Ugh. Oh, I can go in here for once.
Simpletons, these nurses. Bred with no respect. What? What is this? Who are you? Get out of my room.
There's no need for alarm, madam. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon.
Preposterous. Dr. Reed, you say? I don't want some bumbling intern. Where's Dr. Swansea?
Please, calm down, madam. I assure you that I am highly qualified. I'm just back from war duty.
How brave. Threatening an old defenseless woman. You know how long I've been a patient here? You've picked the wrong fight. I'm Harriet Jones.
Harriet Jones? Indeed. I've been meaning to have a chat with you.
Indeed.
You know what goes on here better than any other patient, I gather.
Oh, better than any patient, nurse, or doctor. I've seen so many vile undertakings.
I heard there have been some despicable goings-on. Was there a case of blackmail?
Blackmail? Wait. You're investigating something. This isn't a social call. One of those incompetent cunts slit a poor soul's vein.
You seem to know more about the goings-on here
They
than
said
anyone
cunt.
else. Beware, Miss Jones, in case suspicion should fall on you.
That's it. Blame the old and infirm. I see those little bitches' greedy little eyes. Just waiting for me to pop off, they are.
If I didn't know better, Miss Jones, I'd be inclined to say you enjoy this type of idle gossip.
God's honest truth, Doctor. It's just the way it is here. Most of these bitches would let you freeze to death before getting you a blanket.
I assure you, madam, this is not an investigation into a possible medical error.
Debauchery, then? Nurses Crane, Hawkins, Brannigans, whores, all of them. They can't keep their legs shut. I've seen them scratching slutty sores.
Really? Well, if you have irrefutable proof, I'll not have the staff behaving in such a manner here.
This is your business, Doctor, not mine. But I swear one of the nurses is cavorting with some man on hospital hours.
Thank you for your time, Miss Jones. You've given me something to go on. See you on the next round. The patients and staff might know something. I'll start my investigation with them.
Oh, the cunts.
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Oh,
Good
I
evening,
fucking
Doctor.
love this game.
Do you know if any of the hospital staff have criminal backgrounds?
The people who work here all come from very different backgrounds, Doctor. Just like the patients.
Have you seen a strange man visiting any of the nurses here?
I've never heard of such a thing, Doctor.
Goodbye, nurse.
Okay, she knows nothing. Now, where's the next Nazi woo? Nazi, Nazi, Nazi. Oh, that's Lady Ashbury. Where the fuck? I saw Pippa earlier, and now she's gone. There's Pippa.
Good
Jesus
evening, Nurse
Christ.
Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Good evening, Dr. Reid.
Pepper, I know you're very close to Milton Hooks.
Yes? Milton Hooks is my man. If you want to report me for that, just feel free, Doctor.
I have no intention of reporting you, Nurse Hawkins. But are you aware of the risks?
The rules say I won't be allowed to work as a nurse anymore. But here at the Pembroke, We break rules all the time.
Is he worth the risk?
Hey, I'm no perfect woman, and Milton is not the finest bloke. But we do our best to get by. That's all any of us can hope for nowadays.
Yay. She speaketh the truth.
What can you tell me about the strange man visiting one of the nurses during her shift?
Let me guess. You spoke with that old shrew, Harriet Jones. Do not pay attention to her, Doctor. She's full of fanciful tales.
She could have been telling the truth about the mysterious man.
That old witch will end up in hell soon enough. Who cares if a nurse finds some happiness where she can?
No matter how you feel about her, Miss Jones deserves our help.
Who says I don't care for her? Hate is what keeps that old crone alive.
Goodbye.
Okay. She seems pretty, what's the word I want? Defensive, dodgy, all of the above.
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
I just helped with you, lady. Nothing, nothing, nothing.
Have you seen a strange man visiting any of the nurses here?
I've never heard of such a thing, Doctor.
Goodbye, nurse.
Oh, it was Crane I needed. I already talked to Brannigan. Fuck. Ah, where's that old crone? The old crone. Hello. Somebody I need to watch. Ah, where do I go to see this? Oh, I might have to go outside. Ah! 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 Well, where do I observe this? I missed it. Fuck. I found it. How do I get there? I need to go behind this tent.
How can I be sure I'll not find your unconscious body in the house again?
I promise you, you'll not find my unconscious body.
For God's sake, how can you say such a thing?
How can you refuse to listen? I tried to warn you for so long.
No, I won't let my only son die. You promised me you'll stay alive.
Your son lied to you, like the whole world lies to us.
Oh. Boy tried to kill himself.
Summer's epidemic was difficult.
Oh, that's some gossip. Alright, where is she? There you are. Nope, I need Dorothy. Oh, where are you, Crane?
Good evening, Mr.
I'm okay.
Admit it, Mortimer. Your mother had you hospitalized here because you tried to kill yourself.
Yes, it's true.
All right, then. This is the first time we've really shared information about your case. Shall we call this progress?
Call it what you want, Dr. Reed.
You can trust me. I won't report you to the authorities. My one and only concern is your health.
I guess I should thank you then.
Can I help you in any way, Mr. Goswick?
I wrote a letter for my mother. She was supposed to read it after my death. But I suppose she doesn't have to read it now.
I see. And is this letter still near the place where you tried to take your own life?
Yes. And I don't want anyone reading my last words. I mean, I'm still here. If you bring me back that letter, then perhaps we'll talk.
Oh.
I have to go.